Hello everyone, hope you have been well. In this video, I want to show you why I decided to sit tight for the rest of this year and probably into next year for a bigger profit. I have been trading since 2003, right? And all along, I was trying to find whether the move is big or small and how long the move will last, right? I haven't found the definitive answers, but I think I'm getting better. It's more like an art than a science. So, for those new viewers, I have been expecting a sizable correction in many markets. And I noticed silver was leading the move. So last October, right? Early October, I got out, right? I got in here, right? On April 7th, I got in really well and I hold it until October, right? Early October. And I got out, right? Because I was looking for a sizable drop, right? But it didn't happen, right? Instead, I think November 28th, silver broke out again and it went up again, right? And then around here, I got out, right? And then I could have get in again for this profit, but I didn't get in because I don't want to get in and out too much. So I let it go, right? And then finally, I got what I was expected, right? This huge drop, right? On January 29, if I remember correctly, right? Yeah, right? Starting from here, January 29, and then 30th, we got huge drop, right? So we are here, right? So I got what I want, meaning I was expecting sizable drop, and then I got close enough. My base scenario is 55, right? 55, the strong support. This is a spot, right? So future 55, spot around 50, future 55 area, right? This is the decade-long resistance, right? Here, right? So silver broke out, decade-long resistance, and then retrace, right? And it stopped around 64, so which is close enough. This one was 63.90, right? 64, right? Similar to spot, 64. So this is what I have been waiting for, right? Sizable drop, which is probably wave 4, right? This is wave 4, or still wave 3 before final move up. So normally these drops last 2 to 3 months, right? But instead it took a few days, right? And then probably a few weeks now, right? So what I'm thinking is the big down move is pretty much done. We may go down one more time toward 50 spot and 55 future, but it won't be, in my opinion, it won't be big drop anymore, right? So all the big drops are done. So we may have one more small drop left. So this is my take now, okay? So we either bottomed here on February 6th and go from here because we have also, sorry, we have a harmonic pattern here, right? X, A, B, C, D, right? This bullish pattern here. So this pattern, it hasn't played out yet, right? Normally the minimum is B point, which is around $100. So either silver go up from here continuously, or it may fall, right? One more time toward 50 and 55 area, right? This area. So either way, since we got this big drop, I don't expect big drops anymore for a while. So that's what I have been studying for decades. So I'm gonna trust my study. So silver, probably the big drop is done. And then going forward, at least for a few months, right? Let me get rid of this. So wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, right? And we may start wave 4 or wave 3 reset. You know, by the way, recall based on my study, bull markets makes 4 angles, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 uptrend line, right? So fifth one got broken. In fact, it got support, right? Sorry, fifth one got broken, but it got support on the fourth uptrend line, right? So it resets the count. Still fourth uptrend line, the intact. So either it's uptrend line 4 of wave 3 or wave 4 may start, right? So either way, my take is it's going to last long, right? We won't get this type of drop anymore in any time soon. So that's my base scenario. And silver is leading the way. And similar thing, right? Natural gas, we had huge drop too, right? Like this, right? We got already this big drop and another one here, right? So I don't expect big drop like this anytime soon in natural gas either. And oil and nickel, right? They just started, right? December 16 was the bottom, and it's just started bull market. So I don't expect big drop, right? I believe 55 is a strong support. Nickel, right? Nickel just started uptrend, right? Last December. So I don't expect big drop either, right? So all of these market that I'm tracking, I don't expect big drops anytime soon. In fact, I don't expect big drop in this year. So that's why I decided to sit tight until for the rest of this year and probably into next year too, at least early next year. And then I reevaluate next year. So specifically, so since I'm here, let's start with nickel. For nickel, I'm trading this guy, right? CNC. So first I got in 140, right? And then I got out somewhere around here, right? I got out too early. And last week here, I got in again, right? Between 180, some 185, and then 193, right? So I got in here. So I'm going to hold it until end of this year and into next year. And my stop is nickel 14,000, right? So below this low, right? 14,300 something. But my stop is somewhere around here, right? Below 14,000. So unless nickel drops here below 14,000, I'm gonna hold my CNC. Okay, that's my plan. And silver, right? Silver, my stop is below 50, right? So silver spot, as I said, I don't, sorry, it's kind of messy. So this is a huge resistance, now support. I don't believe silver will drop below this line, 50. So my stop is below 50, right? Similarly here, right? So I don't believe silver future will drop 54, 55-ish because it used to be resistance. Now it should be strong support. So my stop is below here, right? Below 50, 55. So I'm gonna hold my HL as long as the silver stay above 50. And natural gas. Natural gas, my stop is 250, below 250, right? It's kind of messy. Even short term, natural gas has a bullish pattern, right? It's a bullish. We can put X here, right here. Yeah, bullish bet, right? So I believe natural gas will go up soon, pretty soon. I think this is a bottom. This is quite similar to silver, right? Silver has bullish bet pattern. So yeah, natural gas, I'm gonna hold it as long as it stays above 250. That's my stop. And natural gas, yes, speaking of natural gas, I still have ARX, right? ARX. So here, right? It has many bullish patterns, right? So we have this bullish bat, and we have a cup with handle. I believe it's gonna break out pretty soon. Yeah. So this is quite big resistance, and it fell a little bit, right? But hold above this support, right? So I'm holding this one, ARX, natural gas stock, and oil, right? Oil, again, my stop is below 50, right? I think 55 is a quite strong support, right? And here, short term, yeah, this small bullish bad pattern, the B point, it reached already, right? And there's a bigger bullish bad as well. Let me get rid of this one. There's a bigger bullish, this is probably, yeah, this is a butterfly, and its B point is 67.58. So it coincides with this downtrend line. I believe it's all can reach this one at least. And one thing I noticed over time is when there's a narrow range, right, like this, then big move is coming, right? So it's like storing energy, right? And then it's going to release. So I believe the direction is up. So oil is coiling, the big coil, right? And it's going to release pretty soon. And oil here, this is my main position. CVE, I'm going to hold it, right? I'm going to hold it as long as oil stay above 50. And not only that, this itself, it has a nice bullish crab pattern. First spike up, retrace, 618 support, and then it got breakout again, right? This downtrend line. So if we look close, the next resistance is here, right? 24-ish. And then after that, there's not much resistance here, okay? 25-ish, right? And then C point, right? 32, and then here, right? About 40, right? And then next is here, this breakout line. So I'm gonna hold it pretty long, at least this year and next year. And there's another guy, yeah, this guy, ATH. I bought this one recently, last week. Yeah, around $8. Yeah, it's doing pretty good too. So I'm gonna hold this one as long as oil stays above 50. Okay. So yeah, so in summary, I'm going to be very passive this year, right? I'm gonna hold nickel, silver, natural gas, and oil, right? For the rest of this year and probably into next year. The reason is I don't expect big drops in these markets, right, this year. Okay, so that's my reason. Hope this makes sense. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.